Hi and welcome to Embrace Your Inner Wellness. Please like and subscribe to my channel, but also please share because I would love some new subscribers. You can even share it to people that you think might be interested in this page and to help with their own inner wellness. So today I did a meditation with myself. I just wanted to shut down my mind a little bit because sometimes it's overactive, and to get back into my body and do my own grounding meditation. And then today I was laid in bed and I was tired, and I'm like, why am I so tired? And my body was tired after grounding, because sometimes your body is tired if you're doing too much, and I know that I've been doing too much with mine. And today something just come up for me about my ill health, because obviously I'm not well at the moment, but it made me realise something, that I'm missing the connection, that my body is battling with me. And I'm like, why is my body battling with me so much that it's calling out to me all the time to finish work, to stop working, so I can get it well again? And obviously I have backed off a lot of work, self-employed. I'm doing 20 hours a week, but I'm still thinking about work and not myself, where I need to think about myself before work. And I need to think about my body before work, my body before friends, my body before I sit and watch TV, my body before I go for a walk. Does my body actually want to go for a walk today? And I've realised that everything on this planet, and has been like it for centuries, for generations, it's actually body first. It's body first. It's not really about the awakening of your soul, it's the awakening of your body. And body comes first. That's why the government tax our bodies a lot, because they know that bodies come first on this planet with everything. So if we can damage that body, or get them to realise that they're not coming first, we're coming last, and they're coming before us, that's not true. My body's first, and my body is before them. My body is before my friends, my body is before the government, my body is before the NHS, my body is before a doctor, my body is before what energy is running in my body. Is it negative energy running my body, which it was for a very, very long time, but I've done a lot of energy healing on myself, a lot of energy clearing, where I don't actually have negative energy on the outside of my body. Still have a bit on the inside, but that's because I've been obviously doing trauma healing and working out what foods can I have, what foods are not toxic to my body, what's not giving me negative energy in my body. And then as the time has come on, my outside body is perfect, but my inside body is saying to me, my organs want to be the exact same energy that you are on the outside. And I'm like, okay, how do I do that then? How do I get my energy to be pure on the inside as well as the outside? Because the inside energy needs us, needs me as well, not just the outside energy. So this morning I have a few questions. Well, I have a question for you, which is what I asked myself. When did your body need you? When did your body need you? Like, when did you first get sick? When did you first get ill? And I don't mean tonsillitis or something that you had as a kid. The first time I physically got sick was when I was 15 with glandular fever. And actually, when I think back, that had nothing to do with trauma, because I hadn't got most of my trauma yet. It was actually to do with food, and that I wasn't giving myself, or my parents wasn't giving myself the right nutrients that I needed for my body. And I've got to look at the environment I live in, because it's toxic living in the UK. We live in mould. So I have to support my housing to get rid of mould. I have to support, I have to support my food. Does that contain a type of growth like mushrooms or mould? So is that actual good for me, mushrooms? Because it's negative energy, for one. Mould is negative, it's not a positive. You can get a type of mould, it's a good life bacteria that's good for the body. But is it mushrooms? Because my digestion can't digest mushrooms. So are mushrooms good for my body? If I lived in Hawaii, I'd probably eat more fruit. But because I live in the UK and it's cold down here through winter, if I eat fruit through winter, probably could eat it in the summer. But if I'm eating it through winter, fruit can cause mould. So should I eat fruit through winter? Because then I wouldn't get fungal toenail infection, which somehow I've got right now, and I didn't know I had it. I just took me, and I've never had it in my life, so I don't know where that's come from. I just took my nail polish off, and I was like, oh my god, I've never had this in my life. Why is that there? But I have been eating a lot more fruit than what I would usually do, because fruit can give you a lot of glucose, a lot of sugar as well, even though it's natural sugar. But can also cause mold, because obviously fruit ferments into mold. So I'm like, is that good for me? See, it's all just different points. But anyway, I'm coming off topic now, what I wanted to video. So when did your body need you? Mine needed me at 15 because I had glandular fever. But do you know what happened when I had glandular fever? I carried on working because I wasn't allowed time off from my boss, because my boss wouldn't let me give me the time off so I could get well. And I've lived with this, and I guess that bit is trauma from the ill health that I got. But the ill health wasn't caused by trauma. The ill health was actually to do with my food intake. I wasn't looking after my gut properly. No one was teaching me how to look after gut, so I was just eating what my parents was giving me. So, and I didn't realise that. And then I got all this other illness with this glandular fever. Like all of a sudden I was allergic to something, and I had to wear gloves at work. And I was a hairdresser, and I think this person was really pants and narcissistic anyway, and just treated me like crap. And like all she was bothered about that her work wasn't get done. She wasn't bothered about me, my health, my body, what was happening to it. She was more bothered about herself and her business. And it's like, I was a junior, I was a student, I wasn't even an employed hairdresser yet when that happened to me. I just left school as well, which I wanted rest when and I also wanted rest after I finished school, because school was very stressful, and I was thinking, yes, I can have 6 weeks off. But my parents pushed me to go to work straight away, and I was like, I don't even know what I want to do yet. I just did hairdressing because somebody else wanted me to do it. And it's like, and that's another thing that I'm healing and getting into, is I want to do something that I want to do, not what other people are doing, not what anybody else wants me to do. I want to sit back and I want to do me for once in my life. I'm 40. Why am I still listening to people? Why am I still making people do what I want to do when I want to do something for myself? So I did Ho'oponopono on this for my 15-year-old self, because I felt like Ho'oponopono was the best thing. Because it wasn't an energy thing, it was just giving thanks to my body, because my body's been supporting me all my life with giving me signs of saying what's wrong for me, and I've ignored them signs saying what's wrong, when my body knows a lot more than what I do, a lot more than what my human self is, or my trauma self, should I say, a trauma self. And like, so it was true, I did have glandular fever, I was sick, and it was with food. But I learned that still working and being sick, I've carried on doing that. I've carried on doing it. I did a full-time nursery nurse job, and then when I got to 23, because I changed from hairdressing and I had 2 years. Actually, I wasn't that bad then because I was actually studying for 2 years with the job centre, and I didn't work. I didn't have a job. So my body was happy about that, and I wasn't ill. I wasn't sick, which is weird. And then as soon as I got to 23, I was like, just met my partner, my ex, and he wanted to move in with me. We were there signing the papers on the mortgage, and do you know what my body was saying to me? Flashing out warning signs saying no, no, no. Maybe it was a bit of fear of leaving home, but I think it was my body telling me no. And because I didn't listen, she made me sick again. And then in time, I had a year out of work again, but I still didn't aid my body. I still didn't, because I wasn't awake then. I was in my soul. I was just doing what everybody else does on this planet, just living life, living a lie, I guess. And I call it living a lie. And yeah, and it's quite hard, isn't it, when you look back and your body's giving you signs to say no, because your body knows if you do this, you're going to cause yourself trauma. If you do this, you're going to cause yourself hurt, pain. It's not right for you. Your body knows what's right for you. It's intuitive. It can tell you what is right for you. So listen to it. So I said, sorry, gut, for not loving you the way I should have loved you. I didn't know what I was doing back then. I wasn't taught, and I was taught to stay in work while being sick. And really, my parents should have stepped in and said, no, she's not working, she's very poorly, she's not lying to you. You could tell that I was poorly working for 5 weeks while I had glandular fever. You could tell. I had bad throat and all sorts. I even had an allergic reaction and had a rash all over my body for a week, for 7 days. And it was just absolute disgusting. And you know what? I wish I could say to her, fuck off. And, like, just tell her to fuck off for making me go to work. And I guess tell my parents to fuck off as well for not standing up for me. And I should have stood up to my parents, and I should have stood up to myself. So I say sorry to myself that I didn't. And yeah. And I need, all my body was saying to me at that time, you just need time off to look after me. You just need time off to look after me. Now, going through 23 and getting fibro, my body was saying to me again, you need time off so you can look after me. You need time off so you can look after me. In the end, I did get to the point where I left my ex-husband 2015, still poorly with fibro, but in a way, coming on my crystal journey, it actually aided me in getting a little bit better with my legs, my energy field was growing, my energy was getting better. There was things, I'm not 100%, I still have this problem with my shoulder, my arm, and a nerve problem in this arm, and a nerve problem in my right leg. And then I've obviously got worse in between that as well. Still not taking time off to aid my body. Full-time nursery nurse, went out of work from being a year. And then obviously what else happened? And then obviously, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, and then when 2020 came, because it got to 2019 and I knew that I wanted to take time off for me, and I still didn't. I still tried to build up my business and my higher self. I was like, you ain't need to do that stuff, Doc, because she knew that 2020 was coming and a pandemic. But I put money into my business, and something inside me was saying, don't put money into your business, because one, you're not doing what you should be doing anyway, and two, there's going to be a pandemic. But it didn't tell me that, just said don't Don't give me the answers that I actually need. But don't do that. So do listen. When you're getting guidance and you're not in fear mode over it, it's your intuition saying no. It's actually your physical body saying no to you because it knows what's right for you. So listen. And then obviously 2020, I got that stomach problem with H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori, and then got bit by ticks. Everything was thrown at me to have time off with my body. And then in 2015, I did actually finish. No, 2017, I did actually finish a childcare job. I did do it for part-time for 8 years. Became self-employed because I wasn't earning enough to claim tax credits because I was only doing 13 hours. So I did massage therapy for 3 years, self-employed, along with my nursery nurse, but my nursery nursing was taking so much out of me. That's because I wasn't looking after my gut, because I was eating crap with the kids, whatever they didn't eat, instead of throwing it away, because I had a belief system I didn't want to waste food, because someone taught me that as well, probably a parent, about wasting food, so you need to eat it, waste the fucking food and throw it in the fucking bin. Doesn't even fucking matter, because it gets buried and it rots eventually anyway. Back into earth. So ignore shit that people tell you about your body. So I said thank you to my body for all the warning signs, for making me aware, just for the awareness, but also I'm saying thank you for the right and wrong things for me. But then my body said thank you to me, said thank you to me for making the awareness of this battle that I'm having with myself about being sick and finishing work, But it's not called work to me, it's called, this is my way of living, this is how I want to live, this is how I want to make a profit, this is how I want to do wealth. This is how I want to do wealth. My body's... And then I have to forgive myself. And this did make me cry. And I was like, actually, I do forgive myself for what I've done to my body. I do forgive myself for what I've done to my organs, what I've done to my gut. Because it's nobody else's fault but my own. And my mistakes of not listening and ignore what people say. Because those belief systems aren't true. And then my body forgives me as well for not listening, but I have to pay attention to my body now and pay attention to what says no and what says yes, and do the action, because that's our doing the action, because it's bad habits and patterns. And then body comes first in this lifetime, in every lifetime before and past lives, that our bodies have always come first. Body, you make me happy. This is a new one that I've put in on Ho'oponopono. Body, you make me happy, and I'm happy with my body. Hug myself. I love my body and my body loves me, and this is mine as well with Ho'oponopono. I accept myself and my body accepts me. I accept my body. And then my body said to me, now I have closure of my past. And that made me cry. It's still making me cry a little bit. That my 15-year-old self just wanted to get closure from not having time off when I was sick. That's so bad, and I've been battling with them for fucking years. I'm 40 now, fucking years of. I still need that time off from my sickness, and I've been saying it to myself every day. Well, I've been doing my self-employed every day. I do need time off so I can be well, Even though I've scrapped back, I do 20 hours a week, and most of it I'm at home. Most of those 20 hours, I'm at home on the computer creating posters, doing online work from home, not even being in front of people earning money. And that's quite bad. But I have to put me first. I have to put body first before my work, before friends, before family, before, even if I had kids, before everything on this planet. Way before the fucking government can touch me. Because they've done that, but the opposite, to keep us just because a little bit of tinder for My body has more value than that tinder that they give out. Sorry, tree, but my body has more value than that tree that they make of, that we keep chasing, and it's just a load of nonsense that we keep chasing money and all this gaff for fucking no reason, because it's an IOU anyway. It's not even real. It's just to keep people in control with your life and your body, and they know that body comes first in destroying us as well. Not your soul, not your spirit, but your body. And our body holds the trauma. So when we release that trauma, our bodies come clean, and you can come clean into your own self, who you know, who you are in your own body. You become you again. You become who you were meant to be. I've actually found this missing link that I needed to cure, not heal, to cure myself with. Get off the path of the word heal and healing, because you'll be on it for eternity. Come into the alignment of cure and cure yourself. Cure yourself. Cure yourself. And new things will come in, like the water did for me. Getting rid of my allergies, the clothes that I'm allergic to. It's going to take me a long time because I don't earn that much. Getting rid of, like, my toxins in my home, mold, keeping it clean, but getting rid of bleach and using white vinegar instead with essential oils just to make it smell better. And because that gets rid of mold and bad bacteria in the home, and just try and find, and my body is telling me this, even though I've learned it from others, my body is actually saying, to know what, this is what will cure you, this is what will be good in my body, like just spraying my hair with rosemary. What's really weird experience, because I've made my own rosemary tea and put it in a squirty bottle, and I've been squirting my hair in it, and I felt one with my ancestors when I started doing that with my hair, and I was coming back into a connection of myself as well, and it was strange. But I want to put sage in with it now, because I know that sage will get rid of the negative energy that's around my head as well, because I'm always massaging my head to get rid of negative energy out of my brain from radiation and whatever negative thinking that I've had going on there. I'm doing all sorts with my body, and I don't think this is like just something that's taught in us. This has been around for donkeys and donkeys of years. It's the old stuff that's coming back out. It's not even new age. It's old stuff that's always been around, but it's got lost because of sad people that want to destroy us. And that's not okay for them to do that. And it's okay for us and me to take back my power and teach people this stuff. So I'm going to leave it at that. So remember the question, if you're sick and you're struggling, because it might be a battle for you, when did your body need you when you were sick? When did your body need you, and why did it need you? And then look back at the past. Is it to do with food? Because I know for one mine was. Or is it to do with something that's trauma? But it was causing me trauma as well, because the person or people that wanted to keep me working while sick is not okay. And it's okay, my human right to go off work, and there's benefits for us to go off work, get ourselves sorted, and then actually go back into what you really want to do and how you want to live, not what they want to do. It's nothing about the government and them, what they want you to do. It's about you, what you want you to do, okay? So take on that and do Ho'oponopono. You can shake the body. It's not really an energetic thing for me today. It was just something simple as that, and now I feel more connected to my son. I've not got this angry feeling of I need to go off work and sort myself out, because I'm sorting myself out anyway. But I just feel like, boom, I'm calm. I've not got this going off in my head about my health and what I need to do and stuff like that, because I've been through a loop with it all. It's been horrendous. So anyway, I did do a live on my Facebook page and it was all over the place, but I can talk loads better doing it like this and doing it for YouTube than I can on Facebook. So anyway, I'm going to go off now because I have a class soon and my body wants me to have banana pancakes and spinach kale juice because it wants me to get my nutrients from juicing vegetables. So yes, so I hope this video helps someone today, and take on your inner wellness and love yourself and be kind and nice to yourself. You are a nice person. Everybody is nice. So take care everybody, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Bye.